channel. Yeah, it's been a minute. I'm not even gonna get into that because you already know the deal. Today I'm doing a Gyaru makeup tutorial. Every time I like go to gal events or I do gal makeup, I never have time to record one, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sit down one day and I'm gonna record a Gyaru makeup tutorial. But here's the thing, I don't like doing makeup when I have no reason to do makeup. So every time I would plan to do it, I'd be like, I'm not even going anywhere. Like, you're gonna do your makeup for no reason? I don't know what it is, like I just don't like it. But today I'm forcing myself to do it because like get on your grind, you know? Today we are recreating, bam, insert pic, this look. This is actually like one of my favorite gal looks, so we're recreating it, we're doing it again. And yeah, I'm gonna show you how I did it the first time. So let's get into it. Starting with foundation, I usually use a skin tint, but like the skin tint that I have, it doesn't have this wand, and I didn't feel like putting a bunch of foundation on the back of my hand today, so I'm just gonna use this. This feels so weird because I'm used to like doing my makeup in my vanity, so low-key I can't even see what I'm doing. Like this camera screen is very small, I can't see. All right, foundation on. Honestly, I don't think it made much of a difference. Like, I don't know. My skin is pretty clear, but I just feel like you need to put on foundation in order for the makeup to be complete. Like, I don't know what that is, but that's how I feel. Now we're going in with concealer. I only do these 3 spots. A lot of people do right here when they do concealer, or like this part right here. I don't like to do that because I feel like it makes my face look longer, and my head is already big, so you know, we're not doing that. Like, it looks cute on other people. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. I don't like it. Guys, I just went to Thailand recently. Like, I just got back maybe 5 days ago, and I got like 3 massages while I was out there. Mind you, these are my first massages like professionally. I was shook because I thought I was gonna get violated, and it's no hate to the ladies because I didn't know. Like, I knew you had to get naked, but I didn't know they like saw everything. I kind of just thought they did your back and that was it. No, when I got my massages, the lady was like, flip over, fully saw my chest. Whoa, did not know that that was gonna happen. The first person who did it, she gave me a small towel. She didn't give me a big towel, like a blanket or anything. She gave me one of those like small towels about this big and just had it over my chest. And then she was like, sit up so I could do your back. And she like folded the towel over my boobs, but everything else was out. And I'm like, is this supposed to be like this? Like, I don't know. I've never gotten one done before, so I was kind of shook. I was like, am I supposed to like, you supposed to see my boobies? Comment down below if they're supposed to see your boobies so they can put me at ease, because I told my friend, she was like, what? I've never had that happen to me before. And I was like, oh, okay. It looks crazy right now, but I'm gonna go on my beauty blender. I don't fully blend with a brush just because I suck at it. I have to go in with my blender after. Don't worry about how like messy your nose stripe looks, because you have to remember you're gonna contour that too. And also, I probably should let this dry longer, and I'm realizing that now. I haven't done gal makeup in like, oof, this looks so crazy. I haven't done gal makeup in like a month. It's been a minute. Let's get on my grind. I should make TikToks after this. I can't let this go to waste. Actually, I was gonna go to the gym after this, but I don't want to. Like, I don't know. No, I should. It's been like 3 weeks since I've been. We finished blending. I went in with a powder after under my eyes, on my nose, and also setting spray. I like to layer my setting spray in between steps just because like my makeup be moving when it gets hot. When it gets hot, oh my god. That's another thing. When I was in Thailand, like, it was so nice, but it was also so humid, and so yeah, my face was like melted off after an hour. It was bad, but hey, I still served. Like, insert clip. I don't know. Anyways, next we're gonna be contouring. Oh my god, this palette looks so bad. Okay, I have an explanation for why it's all messed up like this. I used to have like a lash glue that didn't have the tube, the stick thingy, and so I would just put the glue on top of this and then use like a brush to line my lashes, which is why the cover is all messed up like that, because it just has a bunch of like dried glue. I have one with a tube now, so you know, don't worry about me. Okay, so we're gonna do our nose stripe, and I literally just go whoop. Let me show you. With the nose stripe, I don't blend all the way. Like I don't blend it fully out because I feel like it makes it pop more if you don't. And also I don't really think you're supposed to blend it all the way out. You can if you want to, like do what you want. I don't make the rules, but this is just what I do. For this look, I'm doing a pink eyeshadow. I'm gonna use this pink and this pink and this pink. And we're gonna mix them together. We're gonna make a little base. You can put concealer on your eyes for this part if you want to. I'm not, because I don't feel like it. And also, I usually like add glitter on top, and I feel like the glitter is what really makes it pop, and it also covers up your mistakes. So I remember when I was first learning how to do makeup and I thought you had to do eyeshadow for whatever reason, and I found this girl's makeup tutorial that I would not let go of. Like I did that every day when I was learning how to do my makeup, and it looked crazy. It looked really bad. Like it looked great on her, but on me it was not good. And I look back at it and I'm just like, what were you doing? Like why would you do that? Both of my eyes are pink now. How fun. So now we're gonna go in with glitter. We're gonna use a lot of glitters. I'm not just using these ones. I will show you the other glitter. I use like a combo of glitter, and then I go in with a white marker, as you'll see. So let's just do that right now. After I go in with the glitters from this palette, I go in with this one. It is the Etude Tear Eyeliner. I don't know, I just went in some random shop when I was in Korea, like some random makeup shop, and I saw this and it was bomb, and I grabbed it, and I'm so glad I do because I use this every single time I do gal makeup. And I got a gold one too, and I use that one every single time I do my like regular makeup or my everyday makeup. And I don't go in like the whole eye. I do the inner corner just because I make the inner corner of the bottom of my eye white too, and so I kind of like it to match and ombre into the rest of the eyeshadow. I really hope this video comes out good and it's not one of those videos where I start editing and I'm like, I hate this. I'm so judgmental of like almost every video I make, which makes sense because you know you are your biggest critic. I need to stop because I'm like, you just need to put something out there, because even if you don't like what you're making, someone out there does. And you need to just not be so harsh on yourself. Like, make that video, post that photo. I don't know, like, do what you want, you know? Write that song, write that book, write that blog, make that content. Do what you like, do what makes you happy. Don't let anybody stop you. I couldn't find the white crayon that I usually use, so I'm using this one. I don't really like this one because when I take it off, instead of it actually coming off, it clumps. And sometimes it gets in my eye, and it is the worst, like, not even the worst, just the most annoying thing to clean. I'm not gonna do the top of my eye, I'm just doing the bottom of my inner corners. And then I guess I like set it with a glitter. Is this setting? I don't know. But I go in with this white glitter that I also use for all of my gal makeup tutorials, or not tutorials, but just gal makeup in general. I feel like it makes it pop, especially after putting on concealer. Since the white and the concealer kind of mixes together, it becomes this brownish tan color. So I just like to go in with the glitter to brighten it back up. I just want to say, like, this tutorial along with many other tutorials out there are not like the rule to gal makeup. Finding your style takes a lot of experimenting, like a lot. And I don't even do my makeup the same all the time. It depends on what sub-style I'm going for the day. If I'm doing amakaji, I will usually not do such a glittery, bright eyeshadow. I'll do either no shadow or like more toned down colors. And also if you're doing like old school looks, I do the same, not much eyeshadow, you know, very toned down, very simple. So it really just depends on like what you like. It takes a lot of experimenting. If you're more comfortable with like having a step-by-step tutorial, obviously use a video, but I would say to use like magazine scans like Egg Magazine and Pop Teen. Like, just use old magazine scans, try to copy their style, because there's a lot of good ones in there that you might find that you like that's kind of how I started finding my style more, because at first I started off with like a lot of TikTok tutorials, and I was finding that I didn't really like my makeup when I was doing them, and I kind of just like started experimenting with photos that I found on Pinterest and just photos that I found in magazines. I ended up developing this style that I learned to like a lot more. So, you know, don't think that you have to follow a tutorial and that that's the rule to the makeup. Finding your style takes a lot of time. Like, I don't think I started getting better at gal makeup and gal looks until I was like a year into the culture, so it really just depends. We're gonna do our eyeliner, which is like kind of the easiest part. When you first get started, the droop is kind of harder to do because you're struggling with placement, but if you've been doing it for a while, like, I don't know, I just wing my droop now, but if you're more comfortable, I would say take eyeshadow and definitely like outline your droop with a lighter color and then go over it again with eyeliner. I'm gonna zoom in a little more for this part just so you can like see a little bit better. And I start from the middle of my eye, and then when we get to the outer corner, I start to drag it down. It's very important that your like liner doesn't go out because you don't want to elongate your eyes, you want to droop them. So instead of going out, we're coming down. Very important distinction. A lot of people do liner, they add like a wing to it. I don't do that anymore. I used to, and then I found that like when I put on my lashes you couldn't even see it, so it's kind of pointless, so I don't do it anymore. But if you feel more comfortable with a wing, do your wing. Like, I can't stop you. From here I come from the middle of the bottom of my eye and I just connect it. Now to do the other eye, which I'm not going to show you because I just showed you how to do it. Just copy paste. Right now is a good time to address I don't do contacts. A lot of people do contacts, or most Gyarus do contacts in order to enlarge their eyes, make them look bigger and kind of like dolly like, I guess. I don't do them because I have very bad dry eye, like all the time, and I feel like contacts would just make it worse, so I skip it. I like to stack my lashes, so instead of going with like one pair on top and the bottom lashes, we're gonna do two on top because I just like a fuller, bigger look. Before I put them on, I bend them up a little bit just because we're gonna be dragging this down. It's not going directly on top, we're bringing it down a little bit so it can match the droop that we made. So I'm gonna start more from the middle and bring it down. You don't have to do this if I guess like it's not comfortable for you, but I do it because I like the way that it looks and the bottom lash and the top lash like connects. So that's why I prefer to just kind of drag it down and stack them. Some people don't stack them either, but do you see this like space right here? It just looks weird. So that's why I like to put on another pair. For the stacking part, I'm gonna use these lashes. As you can see, I use them often. You can get these at TJ Maxx, I think. That's where I got them. I just grab a whole bunch of lashes from there and then experiment and see what works. So, you know, you can do that too, but these are the ones that I use when I'm stacking. Here it is with the other lash on top, and as you can see, it kind of makes this eye look like a little fuller going towards the end, and it filled up that gap. I literally hate when that gap happens because I just feel like my eye looks naked. So that's why we stack. Another like misconception with gal makeup, I think, is that you have to wear bottom lashes. You technically don't. There's a lot of makeup styles without bottom lashes. I just did Hime like 2 months ago without bottom lashes, and it was really cute. Now it's time to finally do the bottom lashes. These aren't the bottom lashes that I usually like to use, but they're the only ones that I have left. I have yet to get replacements of my usuals. So today we're using these ones. I'm just gonna take my black liner to connect the inner corners, and then we're basically done with eye makeup. I use Rare Beauty and I don't use a lot. This is very pigmented. You literally just want to take like a small dot to your cheek. So I do the middle of my cheek. A lot of people come up here. I like to do the middle for a more like dolly-ish look, just because I'm doing Hime Gyaru and I feel like it rounds out your cheeks more and gives that more like princess cutesy look. I'm gonna layer that blush with this other blush that I have from Juvia's Palace. Palace or Place? Juvia's Place. Oops. This blush is also pigmented, so I'm gonna tap it on the back of my hand just so I'm not like super bright. For my nose strip, I go back in with this white highlighter. Just gonna put it on your finger, do your strip, call it a day. Look how that pops. Look how that's shiny. Yeah, that's what you want. Last step is the lip combo. I like to experiment with a lot of different colors and different placements. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna do the top like points of my lips and this bottom right here. I prefer doing this with a more like tan nudie color because I feel like when we go with the pink, it makes this nice ombre effect going from the out to the inside. Going outside to the inside of your lips. This one is more pinkish and we're gonna put this one on the middle. I'm gonna take this one next, and this one is more of a muted pinkish color, I would say. I'm gonna put this one in the middle and also my outer corners just to brighten those up. And the last one I'm gonna do is red. I'm not gonna do a lot, I'm just gonna dot it directly in the middle. I don't want to spread it out too much just because I want it to go from darker to lighter. That is the lip combo. You don't have to do all that. I just have so many lip glosses that I'm like, I want to experiment and use them all so they don't go to waste. So if I'm doing like a gal look, I like to do just a fun little lip combo and see what the outcome is. Now that the makeup is basically done, we're gonna go with our last layer of setting spray just so it sticks, just so it holds, you know? Makeup is done. That's how I do my gown makeup. Now we're gonna do outfit, and I'm contemplating putting my wig over these braids just to see how it looks like fully decked out. We'll see because I don't know if it's gonna fit.
Toss, toss, lay. Toss, toss, lay.
Right here is the finished Hime Gyaru look. It's so crazy to me how much like a big wig and bows make a difference. I love this accessory so much, but since it is so huge, it constantly just like droops down with the slightest of movement, and as cute as it is so annoying. Honestly, I need to just put some clips in it, but I didn't feel like going to my bathroom because we have company over right now, so yeah, no. I didn't feel like explain. I didn't want to hear, where are you going? Because I'm not going anywhere. I'm actually going to sit in my room after this. So yeah, this is a finished Hime Gyaru look. It's so cute. This is a dress from Shushubobo. These are from Shushubobo. My Vivienne Westwood necklace, Depop, flea markets, all that jazz. Yeah, just in case you were wondering, this is where the fit is from. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope it was helpful because this is my first tutorial. I'm bad at giving instructions. Like, I don't know how helpful that was, but you know, if it's a good little jump start just for you to get into the makeup, I'll take it. I love being all like dolly and princessy. I wish I had plans. I wish I had somewhere to go, but I'm meant to sit home. I'm meant to sit home and do nothing. Like, I literally just did all over. This is why I don't like doing my makeup, guys, when I don't have plans, because look at how cute this is. I'm not even going anywhere. Where am I gonna go? I have no plans. I have nothing to do. Who wants to hang out? Ah! Okay. No? Okay. Anyways, yeah, this is the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching my video. Let me know if you like this video, and if you didn't like this video, don't let me know because I don't care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Literally, what the fuck is this bow's problem? I don't understand the issue. Like, what's going on? Hello?